parasailing. It's a fabulously blasé day, and I am working on getting moving here. I've got to let the camera roll and not talk. On a target. Sounds bigger and shallower. The scoop is quick to dig. It's wet sand, you know. What you think you're going to accomplish getting it to filter is, you know, always kind of trying not to get drenched. I left the screen in, that's why. We're going to get the screen out. Alright, well, we got the screen out. We're off to the side a bit. What are you? If I didn't know better, I'd say a soda can. Well, it's in the scoop. Check it out. Well, it drains real well. It's a penny. Stinking penny. Digs fast, digs easy. The scoop, I would give it a thumbs up on design. Walking in a bit of a pattern, to be honest with you, up and down. Guess I could stay lower. You're not getting soaked. I would say this scoop is lighter than the other one I had. Not by a lot. Certainly by a bit. Well, I'm just going to try to go straight now because that method doesn't seem to be doing much. We're working out in the blind. Sitting on top, another penny. Thing about pulse induction units is that want to keep the discrimination as close to zero as possible. It's kind of like digging in pinpoint mode. Well, not pinpoint mode, but all metal mode on the Equinox. So sure, the Equinox has to be careful about your filters. So if we're talking about the Equinox for a second, Ferris and F2, I would say somewhere between 0 and 1. You know? If you're in a really, really iron infested place, start dialing up those values from there until your aggravation level goes down enough. So there's no shortage of pennies. I really like the scoop for its ability to sift the sand quickly. I'm down 20 feet from the water's edge. The sand's wet. Water's wet too. So, I mean, this definitely sifts better than the other scoop I had. We're going to push on. And we're on another target. That's about right. So we have detected this from 2 perpendicular angles. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the sand is brown. That is telling me that it's an iron. Yeah, it's like whatever it is, it's just disintegrated iron. Of course, it wouldn't be the first time that iron hit another target. Yeah, I know that. And perhaps if I had a CTX 3030, we wouldn't be having this discussion, but the signal has dissipated. But it's seriously stained. There. Rare opportunity. See how stained it is? Hint. They have disintegrated iron in the sand. This is what you're looking at. I'm gonna run some discrimination just because I know it'll find gold even with some discrimination on, so right now we're in discrete trash elimination mode, which is the better of the 2 modes, and we're on level 4 out of 9 for elimination, which is a fair amount of elimination is in fact discrimination. It's just the same thing, different name. Quieter now. Just the threshold. You might see these marks on the sand. There's a guy, I don't know what he's after, if it's clams or what he's going after. Can't be clams, I've never seen clams. I should have asked him, but I don't know. I hate to be nosy, but I could have asked. Who knows? If you see one of these, make sure you detect the entire length of it, like a shelf. Got good amount of erosion. You got a signal. Where are you? cool thing about this detector is no games. It's about where I think it is. Yeah, it's that brown stained disappeared. I'm thinking, let's turn off the discrimination for a second. Whatever it is, it's in the scoop. Ooh, 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 it's money. Now, this could be a good lesson. What are you? You're an old ass nickel, that's what you are. So, this is why you have to be very careful with discrimination. Remember, for those of you that are running Mind Lab, and I have a Mind Lab, I have an Equinox 800, and I've got all the toys, including the Coil Tech 15-inch coil, diameter coil for it. And it's a beast to swing. I have the Mind Lab harness for it. I have yet to try it with the harness. But unless you're completely daft out of your mind, or you're Godzilla, you're gonna we need to have another target. You're gonna need a harness because the damn thing is heavy. Around here. The scoop digs real nice. It's out of the hole. I hear you, but I don't see you. See it? Little monster. Zinc pennies. It's not the only target in the hole. Ah, more money. I love more money. Another stinking penny. Well, it's better than zero. Ooh, coin spill. Consisting of 2 pennies. Thank God we're still not using half pennies and all that stuff. I wouldn't mind finding a trime or one of these other 17th century coins. Not here. Best you're going to do is jewelry. And my goal is to be out in the water, metal detecting, probably with this detector. Considering that it doesn't cost that much, and I know not that much, it's still about $700. You can get them for $450, $500. You just have to look. And you have to be patient. Okay, we got another target. We were close. Oh, I nicked it. Whatever it was, I nicked it. See? Look here. Pay attention. You see all that brown? It's iron. I can't hold it. It's heavy. Duh. Right there. It's a stupid tent. What do you call it? Tent stake. This is actually the fourth one I've dug up today. And I have a strong opinion about people who leave their stuff behind. But if I voice my opinion, will it matter? Probably not. But you can guess from the sound of my voice, it's not, I'm going to be shaking their hand or giving them a kiss. Now, not to be obvious, but I have my scoop behind me out of the way. And I don't care where you put it, either on your shoulder or behind you, or drag it, or have your minion carry it for you. Just keep it away from the metal detector, will you? Because you see stuff like this, and I know a kid dug it. 50-50 chance the father helped him dig it, or the mother, and her ring is in here. So, really want to check. And another target. It's a ton of fun. It's out of the hole on the third scoop. Here comes the rain. Okay, it's in the scoop. Money. I heard it. I think it's a penny. I was hoping the weather would hold off. So I think we're going to start walking back so I don't get entirely drenched. I'm going to go down a notch. I can still see my footprints. I find it really cool that the CTX 3030 will tell you where you've been. And for a lot of situations, it's great. If you're on the grass, or everything looks the same, and you can't tell where you've been, or you're on gravel, whatever, right? Well, that's not right. It's marked here. Is that right? More iron. Anybody want to wager that this is crap? Are you starting to see a pattern? I'm gonna check it anyway. And we're checking it. Aha! See, here's a fine example of iron masking targets. This is a dime. There's the edge. That's a dime. So, had I used the simple rule of, oh look, it's iron stained, that would have been insufficient to be sure. And it may not have been a dime, it may have been a ring. So be very careful to go back and recheck your hole. See if the target is still there. Just a lot of stuff in this sand. Okay. No. Really? First scoop? Ah, it's raining. Shit. I'm not carrying any gear that's getting damaged. There's nothing on me that... You need to know that. Don't play the game. It's a penny. See? Penny, penny, penny. Don't play the game that it's not going to rain, or I think I know everything's waterproof. You need to know. And if you're not sure, then hopefully you got extra cash to cover the cost of replacing whatever it is you destroy. And that includes Minelab Equinox stock headphones. They are not waterproof. Headphones for this particular detector, they are waterproof, and it's my go-to brand for waterproof headphones. So when I get a Garrett ATX, if that ever comes to pass, I will buy the headphones from Grey Ghost that are specific to the ATX. They also have headphones for the Equinox. They also have headphones for the CTX 3030. I have headphones for other Garrett detectors. Huh, really? We got more than one signal. Boy. This is, oh, God, what is in this sand? Tempted to abandon it because I really don't feel like getting soaked. Just pull back that coil until the signal disappears. Look at all that. Not there are multiple signals. No multiple signals. Okay. I think it's in the scoop. It's either my imagination or it's a big target. Or it could be crap. Aha! Ooh, you were worth going for. I didn't say that. I'll deny it. Target. Aha. No, I have no idea what it is. Aha, I see you. It's a lighter, I think. Yes. Solid gold. Smoking's a bad habit. Alright, let's keep going. And I too take my trash with me. I do not leave it behind. I'm a firm believer in doing that. I have my opinions about people who leave trash on the beach. Of course, something can fall out of your pocket, and I get that. Know the target. That's it right there. And one. And it's out of the hole. What are you? I got it, whatever it is. Not yet. Aha. All I need to do is collect about another trillion of these. That's trillion with a T. And I can retire. So my goal is 1 trillion pennies by the weekend. Yes, don't laugh, it's possible. And we're on another target. We're running about 50% maybe on legit versus not legit targets. I think it's pretty big. It's a tense stake. I see you. I can't hide. Keep going. I got a half a dozen. Pretty soon we'll have enough for a football team. Maybe if they did play football, we could bet on them. I bet you they'd lose. Anybody want to guess what that is? This you could take home for dinner. Give him a big kiss. Isn't he pretty? If I were to grab him and get near those tentacles, it would not be pretty. That is a jellyfish. I hate jellyfish. Why do I hate jellyfish? Well, you'll find out when you get stung by one. Or a few. And for any crazy people who live in Australia, box jellyfish, they have other names. I don't remember them off the top of my head. They'll kill you. We're on another target. So if you're in water that they occupy, you better have a wetsuit with 100% coverage. No skin exposed if you want to live. All right. We're on another target. And we got it in the scoop. All right, still in the scoop. Wow, we're batting a zillion today, aren't we? Wow, why? Okay, I'm gonna magically turn this nickel into a gold ring. 1, 2, 3. All right, no, it's not gonna work. I thought 2 nickels. I mean, you want to use your imagination. I'll just tell you like this. If it were, I'm taking off my sunglasses. If it were a gold ring each time, so let's say we don't know what we're digging with this. We really don't. And so that's why you really, if you're going to be out, just dig the damn thing up, will you? Could be the difference between something good. My belt is working its way down. That won't be pretty. Where was I? The difference between something good and something and an empty hand. Get it? So, take the damn target. If it's a nickel, you're 5 cents richer. If it's a gold ring, you're richer than 5 cents. Okay? And I do pick up trash. And we're on another target. About right there. Holy mackerel. Aha, I see you. I actually can use you. This is an S hook, and it's in good shape. See that? Pretty good size. That's so funny. I was thinking about buying a few to hang stuff off the shelf with. That's in damn good shape. It's not rusted at all. It's gonna get used. So you don't know what you're gonna find. Okay, here's a point. What do these guys want? No, I'm not rescuing you. No, yes, you are insane for being out in this weather. And yes, you will get stung by the next jellyfish that you'll come in contact with. I know I'm running my mouth. So, again, I got 2 nickels. They could have been gold rings. So for those of you who are swinging an Equinox, and it comes across as 13, 14, something like this, stop pretending you can see in the ground and that it's only a nickel. Because it might just be a ring. And long before you were born, or even a glimmer in your father's eye, people were metal detecting and pulling up rings without concern for whether they were pulling up a nickel or they were pulling up a ring, because those two, along with pull tabs and a few other items in that VDI range, they all ring the same. So what kind of magic are you using to find out what's under your coil? You don't know. Follow? Just dig it. Definitely treasure, and I know I'd find some good stuff. Oh, there's our clam digger up ahead. He's not a clam digger. I don't know what he's digging. I think he's just shelling. SHELLING, shelling. And no, I'm not going to ask him what he's digging. It's none of my business. But there's no clams here. This is not Gloucester or Maryland or whatever. What are those?
Bait fishing crab.
Good luck. Okay. And I didn't figure it out. He said he's sticking sand fleas, and they use them for bait. And we are on another target.
Got one of those kite surfers boards floated down by me south of the Positano the other night.
Oh, this is our trip.
Yeah, they haven't been around with all this high wind and surf the last week, and I sell them commercially. I have a contract for about 10,000. Had 3,000 ready, and now that's at least another 3,000.
There you go.
A couple more good days.
Good. He sells them. I bet she gets more than a nickel for each one. We're all looking for treasure, aren't we? know, this is a fool's errand here, I think. Yeah, I'm about ready to stop.